Uh-huh.
And here we go. A Georgia Court of Appeals has disqualified the Fulton County DA, Fani Willis, from that election interference case. It's coming down right now.
Up there looking like a fool. My grandma said, looking like a fool.
The case against Trump and more than a dozen others already largely stalled, as you know. The new ruling means that it will be up to the prosecuting attorney's council in the state of Georgia to find another prosecutor to decide on the case, to take it over and make a decision as to whether or not they continue with a prosecution of the incoming president.
And former Deputy Assistant Attorney General John Yoo is here. John, does this mean that this is yet another one of the cases against Trump that could go away before he's president?
It's another example, Dana, of this lawfare campaign that was waged by Democrats, boomeranging back on them and falling all around their ears. Anyone who watched this trial, remember, this is the DA who claimed that the entire Trump reelection campaign was something like an organized crime racket that was intending to deprive everyone of our civil rights to vote. But remember, we saw the dramatic testimony over the summer of how DA Fani Willis had hired her boyfriend, essentially, to be the special counsel, overpaid him, and then had him investigate and bring charges against Donald Trump. It's
Wait a minute.
Oh, Nathan Wade. How was that box there, Nathan Wade?
a complete conflict of interest. And if you take a quick look at the Georgia Appeals Court decision here, that's what it says. There's such an appearance of impropriety, an appearance of a conflict of interest, that Fani Willis should not be the prosecutor. I think this spells yet another case that's going to have to either be suspended or more likely just ended and tossed out. It's hard for me to see another Georgia district attorney wanting to take up this flawed case and try to prosecute Trump on these theories that his reelection campaign was some kind of criminal organized crime enterprise.
Wow. Appreciate y'all hitting the like button. What's going on, my man, BX Mel? Well, there, man, we have another W for Donald Trump. Right? Man, you know what's so funny, Mel? It's so funny that the moment that Joe Biden got into office, they went after Trump, right? They went after him guns blazing with everything that they had, right? And what we're seeing right now is basically Trump looking back and now saying, so that's all y'all got? That's all y'all got? All right, cool. My turn now. And so now what we're seeing is we are seeing case after case after case fall on its head. And you know what's also bad? Their reputation. Fani Willis's reputation. You know, it's a big thing to win these court cases, right? As a prosecutor or, DA, whatever. You know, it's a big thing to win these cases. All because they were Trump deranged. They went after him. And they had 4 years to do it. They had 4 years. That's a long time to figure out a way to take somebody down. And they couldn't do it. And all he got so far is a scar, which is the 34 felonies, which he's still, that court case, from my understanding, is still in play. But he's like, okay, I got a scar from that. He didn't go to jail. He got convicted of the 34, but all these other things didn't come through. These folks have failed. Democrats have failed for the last 4 years, okay? All of their moves have been checkmate. They lost everything. You lost the American people. You lost the election. You lost court case after court case after court case because your whole goal was to get him in prison. You wanted him off the ballot. You know, let's not forget that. Remember that, y'all? They wanted him off the ballot. They couldn't get him off the ballot. My goodness. We ain't even going to talk about the assassinations, right? Because we don't know who it was. But everything has failed to them. And now you got Fani Willis down there in Georgia, because she was so Trump deranged, has now got a stain on her record for losing against Donald Trump. This had nothing to do with racism, like she tried to say in front of the church. Oh, blasphemous woman. Used race and God in there. It had everything to do with the fact that she wanted to go after this man because she was told to, I believe. I believe this was an entire part of Biden's agenda was go after Trump. That was it. Go after Trump. And they failed. He became president, and all of a sudden, they start dropping cases. This is the Teflon Don.
Sensational. Like
John Gotti. This is the Teflon Don, for real. And you got, is it Alvin Bragg? I'm still trying to learn these folks. One of them out there, they don't want to let, I think this is Alvin Bragg. He don't want to let go of his court case. He want to wait till he's done being president to then prosecute him again. Like, this is how obsessed these folks have become. But you know what? We as the American people knew that a lot of these court cases were a bunch of garbage. This lady's trying to convict him of some type of criminal organization for the election. Like, you trying to act like this dude like he was doing organized crime, like he was part of the mob. This is the president of the United States, damn it. What are you doing? But they figured we need to take him down by any means necessary. And this shows you how flawed our government is. See, what the Democrats didn't understand, and we go cook tonight, just for a little bit, I got a little bit more time. What the Democrats didn't know by going after Donald Trump the way that they did was they showed us as the American people something we already knew. That the justice system is full of shit. That's what they told us. And they even went after a billionaire who we thought would never go through these type of problems. We could see somebody else going through these problems, but they did it to the president of the United States. And a man who was doing the same thing that most of us would do, which is stand up for ourselves, speak for ourselves, and have freedom of speech and try to fight the system. But in fact, most of us can't fight the system because what? We don't have the money to do so. We usually are going to have to settle for something, take a plea deal. And Trump said, all that, I'm going straight at him. And he had the money. And they showed us, Democrats, this is the they, how corrupt the justice system could be. And guess what it was? It was their justice system. You went after the president of the United States. You guys do this to everyday people who don't even have a voice. And y'all humanized Donald Trump because he had to fight for his life and fight for his name just so that he could be a decent human being. And he wanted to run for president. And you humanized him and you made people say, you know what? Something ain't right about what's going on with this guy Trump. I've spoken to people that were Democrats. I'm a Democrat, but you know what? Some of that stuff is not right. Going after him for, January 6th and going after him with these court cases. And they're like, some of these court cases don't make any sense. What's going on, Michelle? And basically you made Donald Trump look like a regular man. Everything that the Democrats touch, they're like Dennis the Menace. Everything they touch turns into crap.
Sensational.
They have shown us that for the last 4 years. They have failed at everything for the last 4 years. They fail at the economy. They fail at leadership. They fail at being transparent to the American people. They fail at trying to take Trump out. They fail with the Trump rhetoric. They thought the Trump rhetoric was it, y'all. They're like, the Trump rhetoric is it. This is going to make Trump look like a bad guy. He's Hitler. He's a threat to democracy. And people said, the hell with all that mess. We don't believe that. They have failed time after time after time. And they're still up here talking. And one thing that they don't understand is the American people are not dumb. We already know y'all full of lies. So the moment y'all open your mouth, we know it's a lie. Y'all got drones flying all up in New Jersey, New York. We don't know what's going on. Y'all full of shit. I'm not going to pardon my son. Pardon my son. You're full of shit. We already know these things. So Democrats, stop talking and just shut up and just get out the White House at this point. Just get out the White House, please. Please. Just do us a favor. Just get out the White House. Because we don't want to hear anything you have to say. We don't want y'all to touch nothing. They are literally like that one child that, like, every time they touch something, something bad happened. Just don't touch anything. Don't touch the button. Don't pick up a pen, Joe Biden. Just leave. Let me read y'all comments real quick because, I appreciate y'all jumping in on me. Make sure you hit the like button on the way inside. Michelle says, it blows my mind how much shit they get away with. But if we owe the IRS $50, they have 18 million or 187,000 agents. Yeah, now to come after us. It's insanity. Absolutely. See, we're not stupid. We're not dumb. And that's what Joe Biden did. Hired more agents to get more tax money from us. See, this is what politicians do, right? Just like Mayor Brandon Johnson out there. All they do is they find a way to get more tax money from you. How can we raise this to get more money from the American people? They don't find ways to actually fix the problems that we have or scale back on some of the things. They're horrible with money. So, let's get more IRS agents so they can squeeze us for every dollar we got. Like as if we not already down here just trying to make it happen. But y'all letting migrants flow in and get free stuff all the time. Just ridiculous, right? All the Democrats' cookies are crumbling. Every single one of them. Every move that they have made has failed. It looked good in the beginning, though, y'all. Oh, it looked good in the beginning. When he got in and they were going after him and it was cases. It looked good in the beginning until things started to go through its process. Until Fani Willis got caught up with Nathan Wade. Nathan Wade up there clapping cheeks, getting paid $650,000. Everything, all that darkness came to light. Every single case. Michelle says, what's going on? She says, not just the money, but unity. If we push back at the same time, right? So, yeah. So this is where we are, right? And Donald Trump is preparing to be the president of the United States now. And the Democrats are trying to clean up their mess. They're trying to clean up their mess now. And they have no more moves left. Y'all like my hat? Y'all like my new hat? Yeah, it's dark MAGA. Got that dark MAGA hat. But every move that they have made has failed. And now they got to play cleanup. They got to figure out, what do we have left? And literally, they're at the last hour. Part of me is a little bit like, they might get a little desperate, but I'm hoping these next couple of days till he get in office, everything will be straight. But they're out of moves at this point. I don't know about that Letitia James case. I don't know if that's the Letitia James and Alvin Bragg. That might be that case out there in New York. I think that's the only one that's out there standing right now. Right? The documents case, that got closed a while ago. The Georgia election interference case, we said that this is probably, she just needs to dismiss herself or this was going to happen. We said this. Then he appealed the other New York case. They're done. They're cooked. They are cooked.
Let him cook.
Let Trump cook, man.
Let him cook. I said let him cook.
Sensational.
They're cooked, man. So what we're going to see now, you know what? It's funny you said that. What do I think about Mayor Mike Johnson? Let me play a clip because